Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members, hello, hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Family, you know I'm always plugging our live streams. Make sure your notification bells are on the Facebook and YouTube platforms so you will know when we actually go live, okay? Usually we're getting back into, or I'm trying to get back into the regular weekly live streams. We've been kind of off the past couple of months or few months. Lots of things happening this summer, programs and different things that I've been creating, so it's taken me off of my regular schedule, but we're getting back to that now. Things are kind of settling down, normalizing, so just wanted to make sure you turn on your notification bells, and also too when we drop a video on the channel. Listen, y'all know I'm always asking for your help. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Hit that like, smash that like button, family, please. Y'all hit that like button. It lights up so cute and pretty. Make sure y'all do that. Somebody hit it for you, okay? Hit it for someone else, all right? And I appreciate the help. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a thing, all right? Also, your copy. Pick up your copy of the book, Seduced by Satan, okay? It is pinned in the description below. This is your next read. Get a copy for yourself and get one for somebody else, okay? Because I'm going to tell you something, fam. It is crazy how these birds get down when they have the ability to access supply. Y'all will see this is based on a true story. This is not fiction. It is not a fiction novel. It is a page turner. It's a showstopper. It's a jaw dropper. Okay? You want to make sure you pick up your copy today. All right, y'all. So let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to talk about when the narcissist actually begins to fear losing you. Now, this is a different one, just simply because some of the things that they do when they fear losing you probably is not going to make sense to a person that has good sense like yourself. But nonetheless, this is how a narcissist operate, because they don't have good sense. These birds are crazy. They are. You know, they do some of the most ridiculous, insensitive, disrespectful things, you know, when they are fearful, okay? And let's be clear, they live in fear. This is why they manipulate and they cause all the problems that they do, because they always want to be in control of their situation, even when they're out of control. And we know that a narcissist is going to be typically out of control. Out of control of what? Their emotions, you know, the trauma and all of the things that they do. They're very impulsive. You know, they do things. And a lot of times, y'all, narcissists are not able to control their impulses, you know, and that's where we start running into that demonic activity. Well, you ask them, well, why you do that? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? I don't know why I do those things. I don't know why I say those things. Y'all ever heard a narcissist say that? That's because it's ingrained in their behavior, in their personality. That's when you know it's some spirits at work. Okay? When a person sit up there and tell you I mean, you watch them do some of the most deplorable, disrespectful things. You ask them why they do it. They don't know. That's when you know something's wrong. And this thing is not natural. So when it's not natural, is what? Supernatural. Okay? So let's get into it. So yeah, so when narcissists become afraid of losing you, they do some real diabolical things. You know what I'm saying? They do things that don't even make sense. When they are afraid of losing you, you are going to see them operate in a whole different realm. Most of the time, for those of you that have probably gone through cycles with them, you know, more than one or two, you will see that when you start to basically question them about things, and this is when it actually because what you do is you begin to activate that rejection and abandonment wound that they have. When you start saying things like, I don't know why you're treating me like this, and I'm not going to be sticking around. I'm not going to be hanging around for this abuse because I feel like this is abusive. And, you know, you're manipulating me. You keep saying that you're sorry, but you don't change. You're telling them things like this. Okay, so what you're actually doing when you do this, you're actually calling into question, or basically activating, or you're triggering those that rejection, that abandonment, and sometimes they dealing with like an orphan spirit too. You're bringing those things into question, or you're triggering them. And when you do that, what you do is you cause them to behave in a type of way. This is when they become even more manipulative. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do when you start saying things like that, most of the time, the first thing that they're going to go into is their victimhood status. They're going to tell you that you're taking advantage of them. They told you, all of the different things that happened to them when they were young or in other relationships. And, they're going to basically tell you that you're taking advantage of them. Now, that's not what's happening. They're actually doing it to you. But when they are fearful of you losing them, they're going to pull out that victimhood card. Because, they are professional victims. You do know that, right? Yeah, these birds are professional victims. They know how to manipulate that victimhood card well. They do. So what's going to happen is this is what they're going to do. And you're going to be confused. Like, wait a minute. How did you make this about you? Yeah, you telling them what they doing to you, but they gonna make it about them. Okay, this is how they manipulate. This is how they get down. So because they're fearful. So if they can guilt trip you, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna think twice before you leave them, because they know that you're confused about what's going on. They know that they are the abuser. They know that they're the ones doing the wrong. They know all of that. But if they can guilt trip you into thinking that you're doing something and manipulate you into thinking that you're taking advantage of them because of what they've gone through, then they win. And guess what? That's great supply for them. Okay. Another thing, when they fear losing you and you about to walk out the door. Now, sometimes what they will do, and I want y'all to drop a comment below. Y'all tell me what your situation was. They will begin to love bomb you, and then they will future fake with that love bomb. Now, this love bomb is going to be a little different, okay? This love bomb is going to be like, they're going to do it for a day or two. It's not going to be like it was in the beginning. It's just going to be a short period of them trying to overload you with compliments and validation and tell you you're the best thing that they ever had, and all of this different stuff. And they're going to apologize. They're never going to tell you what they're apologizing for, but that's what they're going to do. Now, this love bomb right here is going to last all of maybe about 24 to 48 hours. It might last at most 7 days. Some people said 2 weeks. This backwards walking giraffe is getting it. Okay, they trying to really work on your mind and your emotions, because the fear of losing you causes them to do different things. Okay, now usually they gonna love bomb when they know that you've already got at them for some other stuff and you called them on their crap. And so they've already lost a couple battles with you when you called them out on some stuff. So now they know that you will fact check and you will do your research. Now they know that them trying to manipulate you and make you call you the abuser, that's not gonna work with you. So what they have to do is they have to go in a different direction with you. They have to, try to love bomb you, make you feel like you did when you first met them, all of this good stuff. So what happens is, now, if you fall for that, it's not going to last long. It's only going to last for a hot minute. And then they're going to be back to what they were doing, and actually worse. Okay? But the final thing that they do, okay, or one of the other things, they do a lot of different things, but I want to talk about these top 3 that's on my list. Another thing that they will do, and this is what you have to watch out for, is when they are in fear of losing you, what they try to do is get you into some type of financially binding situation where you can't leave. Okay. Now, this is one that I have heard people say over and over. And what do I say? What do I mean by a financial binding situation? I have one more too I want to tell you about. they will ask you to purchase a car for them or sign a car loan with them. They'll ask you to, can we buy a house? You know, because we need more space. We need more room. Can you get a personal loan for me, or, you know, a loan to help them with their business, or whatever it is that they're doing. They love to get you into financial binding contracts so you can't leave, because if you leave, you're afraid that they won't pay. Or, you know, it's gonna be hard on you, because 9 times out of 10, it's not something that you need, is what they need. Okay. And so if you have to take on that particular debt yourself, it's probably going to be a stress or a strain to you to have to do that. So they know this. And that's why they want you to get into it with them. They want you to sign that contract, buy a boat, buy what they call those jet skis, buy whatever it is, something that's financially binding, so you can't leave. Okay? Or they feel like it's going to make it hard for you to leave. Now, this last one right here, and this is the one that you're going to see most. When they know that they're about to lose you, I know this ain't going to make sense to y'all, but they will abuse you even more. Okay, what they do is they will abuse you even more, and then they'll put in that intermittent positive reinforcement. This one right here is probably the most dangerous. When they, you know, they'll do or say something, cuss you out, call you out of your name, and then 10 minutes later, they tell you, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. I don't understand why this is going on. Please forgive me. And I know this is wrong, and this and that. They'll tell you that. And then they'll the next day buy you flowers, or stop by and get your favorite food or your favorite drink, and all of this. When this one right here is the most diabolical, period, because it has the victim, which are, you know, it will have you so confused in going through this up, down, hot and cold situation. You don't know which way to turn. Your emotions are all over the place. But this one right here, I believe, is the most diabolical out of all of them. When they are in fear of losing you, what they want to do is they want to perpetuate a constant state of confusion, because they know as long as you're confused, you can't think straight. You can't get in that space of logic. You can't reason with yourself or them. You don't know what to do. So most of the time when a victim is really confused like that, they're going to stay, because they're trying to figure it out. You know, what happened in this situation? But y'all, all 4 situations that I explained are bad. They're all manipulative, and they're all to benefit the narcissist. Nothing about these situations are going to benefit you. But this is what they do when they are in fear of losing you. Don't get caught up. When you see something not making sense, when 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, when a person's words and actions are not aligning, you know, they're not lining up, you know that there's some deception there. You're going to have to go ahead and get up out of there. But narcissists are very afraid of losing their supply. So they do all types of manipulative things to keep you confused and locked in and trapped into that traumatic situation with them. And guess what? Nobody wins in the situation but the narcissist. And they don't even win, because they never heal. They can never appreciate you for who you truly are, fam. All right. So y'all take care of yourselves, and make sure y'all pass this information, share this information. Okay. So if y'all have experienced, drop a comment below. I want to hear what happened to you, or what happened in your situation. Drop a comment below, and, be good to yourselves, okay? Be kind to yourselves as you heal. And I will see you all on the next video, fam. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.